Hello, Thomas sir. Am I audible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, yeah. So, if someone from BS Studio is present there, please give me the host.
அது இது தண்ணில நல்லா சுடு தண்ணில ஊற விட்டேன்.
டேய்
அதுக்கப்புறம்
யாரு அது
நல்லா இருக்குடா
Dinesh, can you please
மக்ரோன்டா
Dinesh,
என்னடா
can you please mute yourself? Yeah, so I
எத்தனை பரோட்டா செய்வீங்க?
Dinesh Kumar, can you please mute yourself?
என்ன
எப்படி ரூம்லயா
தட்டு தம்பி கம்பி போட்டு கடத்தை குச்சி
அப்ப சாப்பிட்டு காத்திரா
ஏய் அது என்னடா புரிஞ்சுதே சிந்துடா அடிக்குது.
நீ பேசாதீங்கடா டேய் ஐயோ
பழகிருச்சா?
டேய் இது என்னடா வேற
Yeah, so all of you have watched the lectures of week one.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so just give me a moment until I get the hostesses. Then I will share my screen. Then we'll have some activities and discussion related to the contents of week one. Okay, just give me a moment.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, Thomas sir, I have actually joined. Can you tell anyone to give me the hostesses? That data science, that intro to ML and AI and ML. Yeah, sure.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening. Just give me a moment. I am setting up the things. Okay.
I was solving it.
Okay, so let us start now. Okay, is my screen visible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So all of you just go to this website manti.com, okay, manti.com, and use this code to join this like Mentimeter.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so I'm giving you 2 minutes, maybe all of you can start joining. You can scan this QR too to join this.
Answer.
Yeah. Okay.
Sir, it's showing that you have to wait for the presenter.
Yes.
Sir, it's showing that you have to wait for the presenter.
Yes.
Okay, is it something like that? Okay, let me check. I guess now you guys will be able to join because I have seen 75 people are already joined. Slides are visible, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Now it's visible.
Yeah, okay, fine. So I think we can start the session now. So what was taught in week 1? Let me get back. Okay. Yes. So my screen is visible. It is portal there, right?
Yes, sir.
So sorry, it was introduction to if I go to the entire syllabus. So week 1 is entire syllabus is divided into 4 modules, right? So week 1 is module 1. Week 1 and 2 is our module 1. In this, like you can think that each of the weeks are dependent upon each other. So in module 1, 2 are same kind of things. Week 1 and 2. In module 2, we learn about types of machine learning, supervised, unsupervised, and sequential. And then this unsupervised learning will inside unsupervised learning we'll see about the types of clustering. K means clustering and hierarchical clustering. Then these are supervised learning. Okay, in week 5 and 6, basically in 3, 4 we'll deal with unsupervised type, and 5, 6 we'll deal with supervised type. So this KNN, that is K nearest neighbor, decision tree, neural network, these are supervised kind of learning. Okay, and then what's our training and performance measures, and then we'll see some demo on image classification data.
So what is KNN?
KNN stands for K nearest neighbor, where K can be varied. K can be 1, 3, usually odd number, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, something like that. Means we'll ask, let's say we have 100 data points. Okay, just overview, because going forward, we'll learn all these things in detail. Let's say we have 100 data points and each of them have some positive levels, right? Sorry, not positive. Each of them have some level, let's say positive or negative, correct? Now,
Yes, sir.
let's say, let me annotate something, then it will be more clear. Okay. Let's say 1 data point, 2 data point, 3 data point, 5 data point. Let's say these are data points, 6 data point, 7 data point, 8 data point, 9 data point, and 10 data point. Let's say 10 data point. Now I will color them. Okay. Let's say red means negative. This is negative. This is negative. This is negative. This is means negative level data points. Okay. This is negative, and let's say this is negative. And green means positive level data point. So green is, this is positive data point, this is positive data point, this is positive data point, this is positive data. You can think anything, like you can even think like these are dogs, these are cats. This you can think like there are 10 images. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 images of dog and 5 images of cat. Like you can think like that way also, right? So here I guess 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 data points are there, correct? So out of this 9, this images, this, okay, these are your, let's say, think about, these are your cat. So this will help you to understand better. Let's say this red are cat. Okay, these are the images of cat. So what do I mean by level? So your each image is your data point, correct? And what is the image? Like image is just collection of pixels, correct? So this is my data point, and what this image is depicting, like is it cat image or is it dog image? So this is my level, that is cat and dog are my level and images are my data point. Is this clear to all of you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so that's the setting. And now what is KNN? Let's say I have one image here. Okay, let's say I have one image here. Okay, and I don't know what it is. Maybe it is not so clear. Okay, so what I will do, I will ask its nearest neighbors. Okay, so how many neighbors? That is this K. I can ask its one nearest neighbors. That is, we'll calculate the distance between all the neighbors. Okay, all the neighbors, all the 9 data points from the new data points. Okay, we'll calculate the distance and we'll ask the neighbor which have the shortest distance. Okay, let's say this data point have the shortest distance. Let's say this data point have the shortest distance. So in 1 and n, what will happen if I will ask what's your level? So it is telling my level is dog. So according to that, our model will classify, that is machine learning model will classify this image as dog. Okay. Now let's say I do 3 and n, that is I will ask 3 of my neighbors. So 3 of my neighbors, that is 3 nearest neighbors, right? Once I calculate distance, I will ask the 3 nearest neighbor. Let's say these 3, 1, 2, and 3. Now here we'll see that 2 of the levels are of dog and 1 is of cat. So based on that, the majority level, it will be taken by our image. So again, it will also tell that it is a dog. Is this clear how KNN works? Just intuition, right? Intuition is clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now going forward, we have this in week module 4, that is week 7 and 8, we have real world examples, question like real world examples such as what I can robot navigation. This is another part of like machine learning. If I say like we are learning in this course is introduction to data science and artificial intelligence. So this artificial intelligence is a umbrella term. Okay, artificial intelligence is umbrella term. Inside this artificial intelligence, there comes your machine learning. Okay, then comes your deep learning. Okay, so think that this AI is a umbrella term. Inside this umbrella, we have deep machine learning, and in machine learning we have subparts. One is supervised learning, one is unsupervised learning, one is reinforcement learning. Okay, so you see supervised learning, unsupervised learning, or you can say sequential learning. Inside sequential learning, there comes this reinforcement learning. So in this course, we'll majorly deal on the like this 2 weeks we'll deal with unsupervised learning. This weeks we'll deal with supervised learning, and this weeks we'll deal with sequential learning. Just give me a moment.
So, what is the difference between deep learning and machine learning?
Yeah, just give me a moment. So what you are asking?
So what is the difference between deep learning and machine learning?
Okay, so difference between deep learning and machine learning. So what I can say is like, in this course, we'll learn some traditional algorithm that comes under machine learning. So what happens, in machine learning, we have our data set. Mostly that will be structural data set that is tabular format, right? Most of the time. Okay. So for example, sales data of some company, right? Or sales data that is maybe loan data of a banking firm, right? So these data are stored usually in a tabular format, correct? So you see, if I have to scroll it, yeah, you see here, first in data collection, we'll see structured data and then we'll see unstructured data, right? In week 1 and 2. So in structured data, usually works better with machine learning. So we'll have our structured data, we'll process our data, and we'll run it through some algorithms. So what are these algorithms? These are the algorithms. K-means is the algorithm, hierarchical clustering is the algorithm, KNN is the algorithm, decision tree is the algorithm, neural network is the algorithm. So up to neural network, like not even the neural network is a part of deep learning, like up to ensemble learning, that's not part of this course, I guess. That's traditional machine learning. Beyond that, everything is like deep learning. Okay, Sharans, just wait until I discuss this. I will take up your doubt. Okay. So what's the difference between machine learning and deep learning? So in machine learning, we usually deal with structural data. When we move to unstructured data, such as images, videos, or handwritten texts, right? At that point of time, or speech for that matter of fact, we need deep learning. So deep learning is nothing. Deep learning is neural network. Okay. So deep learning is our neural network. Even if I Google it, let me check. What is the difference? So what it is telling, machine learning and deep learning are both subset of artificial intelligence, and DL being the specialized branch of ML. Okay. The primary difference is how they process the data and learn better. Okay, ML algorithm typically requires manual feature extraction, where human expert define the relevant features from the input data, and they perform with smaller structured data. So if not everything is important for you at this point of time, since you guys are in school. So if you want to like grow your career further in this domain, I will suggest you can explore. But as of now, you should understand that ML deals with structured data set. Okay. In contrast, DL, that is deep learning, uses my screen is visible, right?
Yes, sir.
DL uses multi-layered artificial neural network. As I told, multi-layered means what I can show if, okay, just multi-layered. Okay. So you see, this is what multi-layered neural network is.
Hello. So can I have a quick question?
Yeah, sure.
What if the data itself is unstructured? For example, if you like structure a set of pictures, but that would be unstructured, right?
Correct. So in that case, we need deep learning, right? Because there is an architecture specific of neural network. That is like, if I say you like, if I draw some table just to give you overview how things are happening. Okay. So just let me draw that, and then again you can ask your question. So the first thing is our this thing. Consider this thing. It will be better if I go. Uh, okay. So first thing is my uh, base. Okay, what is my base? So my base is, first is your, if I talk in terms of mathematics, it should be calculus. Okay, calculus. Second is linear algebra. Third is programming. Even in calculus, there comes calculus and optimization. optimization. Third is programming. Programming as in usually, in data science, we will deal with Python mostly and not other kind of, or maybe R or at best SQL. Okay. So SQL is also very specific to some domains. So I think I shouldn't include SQL here. It's very specific to domain. Okay. And then comes your probability and statistics. So statistics to get, because data science, so without stats we cannot understand our data, right? So the statistics is nothing but like getting insight from our data, and probability is to deal with the uncertainty that comes in the real world, right? And programming is to like convert our idea or logic, and to run on the large amount of data set we need some tools. So this Python is a tool. A linear algebra, why linear algebra? All the data that we see in today's world, all of them are converted into something called vector. Okay. Vector or multidimensional vector are called matrices or matrix. Okay. So I guess all of you are in 11, 12, at least you guys know these terms, right? These are not alien to you, right? This the terms. I am not asking you the maths or anything.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All of you are comfortable with me being using these terms?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes,
So this
Yes, sir.
vector is nothing but just what I can say, your mathematical mathematical representation of some
Yes,
let's
sir.
say, some sentence I have. Let's say, welcome to the session. So for computer, this tags that I have written, it doesn't mean anything at all. Okay, it doesn't make sense at all. What it will do, it will convert this to some mathematical representation, and maybe it might mean 4 7 11, anything like this. 4 7 11 doesn't like mean anything to us, right? But 4 7 11 and 2 maybe, because 4 words are there, right? So this is one part, this is another part, this is another part, and this is another part. So this entire sentence is chunked into 4 parts, right? And this welcome to the session doesn't mean anything to computer, but whenever it convert into this mathematical notation, this is called vector, and specifically this is called row vector. Okay. So what I mean is that let me show you some slides that I have prepared for my undergraduate studies. It might help you guys visualize better. Okay. Okay, you see, this is a vector. You see, this is visible. My screen is visible, right? This -7, -14 is one column vector, right? This is written in a column format, right? This 2.5, 5 is column vector. This is another column vector. This is another column vector. So you can think that there are 4 data points present there. For example, welcome to the session, and this is converted into this mathematical form. Okay, is this fine?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So this is called vector. Okay. And
So it is like a matrix.
I can convert that into matrix, because see, single dimensional vector. Okay, single dimensional matrices are called vector. Like what I can say, like you can see only one column is there, right? 2 rows, but 1 column. -7 is 1 row.
Excuse me, sir. Sir,
Yeah.
your voice is not audible, sir. Can you?
Is it same for all, or
No, sir.
No,
No,
so your
sir,
voice
it's
is audible.
audible.
No,
No,
sir,
sir,
you're
I
audible.
can't answer your
It is
voice.
audible.
yeah? So those who are facing issue, I will suggest just disconnect again and connect better network.
That is not audible.
Yes,
Okay, sir. I will disconnect, sir. Okay, sir.
I guess your network issue. Okay, you can just disconnect again and connect. Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Thanks, sir.
Yeah, so these are your column vectors. Okay, as you can see, they are written in column format. If the same thing was written in row format, so just don't get scared by looking at this, because that's an like IIT level undergraduate study material. So you'll not study all this thing now. If you go further beyond in your career and want to explore this field, then only this thing will be helpful. I just wanted to give you intuition. So you see, these things are my data points. Each of the blue dots that I have, right? Each of the blue dots that I have, these are nothing but my data points in 2D representation, right? So -7, -7 or 7 or 7, 5 or 5, let's say this 5 and 5. So if I draw something here, it will be one of my data points, correct? If I draw something here, let's say here, so it is one of my data points that is representing 5, 5, right? Because it was some 2D vector. 5, 5, correct? How we represent the data point? Okay, so let's
Yes,
say
sir.
some numbers were there and it is plotted in my 2D graph. So this is the representation. Now on this data set that we have the data set, right? On this data set, we have to apply some algorithm. So in this slides, I have applied PCA. PCA is a dimensional reduction algorithm. Going forward in your course also, you will learn about PCA. You see. In unsupervised learning, you will learn about PC. Okay, there you will learn about PC in week 3 maybe, or week at the beginning of week 4. So where we were there, we are there. Like, what's the difference between ML and DL? So deep learning is built upon this neural network. So the input. So if I show you. So this is. Okay. So this is my input. Okay. So just imagine. So each of the vectors that we have seen, right? 5, 5. Let's say we're dealing with this textual data. So 5, 5 is a vector. It is my input, right? It is my input. It is passed through this layer of network. So this is one layer, right? This is one layer. This is second layer. You see layer 1, it is telling layer 1, but I will tell what's the layer meaning here. Okay, so layer n, like there can be any layer, layer 2, layer 3, layer 4. So this is my first layer, and first layer is usually known as input layer. Sorry. Okay, so this first layer is known as input layer. Okay, because via this layer I will put my data to the network, right? And this entire thing is called network, and I can have n number of layers. So from layer 1 to layer n, right? So
The voice is not audible.
for others, is it audible?
Yes.
It's audible, sir.
Yes,
It's audible, sir.
Yes, sir, audible, sir.
It's audible, sir.
No, sir. Lightly internet issue, I think, sir.
I think it might be from you guys' side, because I am
Audible, sir. Karthi, don't talk.
I'm currently using some high-speed network, so I guess I have good internet connection.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, you see, my network is fine. Okay, so what
Okay,
is-
sir.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so the deeper the network goes, with the increase in the number of layers in between, here we can have n number of layers. So that's why they are called deep neural networks. And at the end, I will get the output. So let's say some images, let's say hundreds of images are passed through this network, and it should predict whether that image contains cat or dog. So you can see in the output only 2 possible outputs are there, right? Correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So it can either be cat
Yes,
or
sir.
it can either be cat or it can either be dog. Okay, so that's what deep learning is. Deep learning deals with your image data, textual data, visual data, speech data. Machine learning usually deals with your structured tabular data, but yeah, at some point
Sir.
it can be used to deal with images data. Yes.
Sir, is it always necessarily two outputs, sir?
No, that's not the case. So in week 3, you will learn what's the different types of output that we can have. That is based on the types of learning we have. So in supervised learning, we have 2 things. One is regression, one is classification. So in regression, our output, like, I shouldn't load you so
Sir, I
much.
can't understand, sir.
Okay. So when week 3 will come, you will see, like, just higher overview, regression and classification. In regression,
Sir,
we have-
PhD. Sir, doubt, sir.
On regression we have continuous value, and in classification we have binary or
Sir.
multiple. So this is a binary. Okay.
Sorry, sir, but
Two outputs.
we could have infinite outputs, right? So not only two.
100% possible, infinite output. So in that case, for example, rainfall, right? If I want to predict what will be tomorrow's rainfall, I cannot predict, right? From whether it will be 5 mm or 6 mm or 7 mm or 10, it can be anything, correct?
Sir, doubt clear me.
Yeah, in that case, we'll use regression. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So these things will be much more clear after week 3, because the main discussion of week 3 session will be this. What are the different types of machine learning algorithm? And the types of algorithm deals with the type of output that you have. Okay. So yeah, this, you see, this, as I was telling,
Not terrible, sir.
Artificial intelligence is a broader term.
Sir,
Someone's mic is unmute, I guess.
machine learning, deep learning சொல்லிட்டு.
So artificial intelligence is a umbrella term. Inside that we have machine learning, and deep learning is very specific part of machine learning. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, sir.
Okay, sir.
Yes, Sharan, you want to say something?
Yes.
Okay, sir.
Sharan, you want to ask something? You can ask. You have raised your hand.
Yes, sir. What is the difference between artificial super learning and general learning? Artificial intelligence.
What's the difference between artificial intelligence and
Artificial super intelligence and artificial general intelligence.
that even I am also not sure. Let's check. What's difference between artificial super intelligence and general intelligence? So artificial general intelligence refers to AGI AI system that can understand, learn, and perform any intellectual task that human can, demonstrating human level intelligence over diverse domain. Okay, transfer knowledge, the task, reason, adapt, and solve novel problem without specific reprogramming. So okay, in super intelligence, the AI purpose. Okay. So artificial general intelligence means whatever we do in day-to-day life, like human life, right? It's up to, like, as a human do, right? So we have to create such system that even the machines can do without being explicitly reprogrammed, right? Every time, like we
Sir.
yes. Yeah, if you want to ask something, it will be better, like raise your hand and ask one by one. Okay, just don't interrupt when I am explaining to someone else. Okay, so I
Sir.
was telling, it refers like to, like, let's say as a human we interact in day-to-day life, we are facing some issue. So we should build such a machine, that general intelligence, that it should be able to solve that issue without explicitly or specifically being reprogrammed for the specific scenario. Okay, so based on the context, it should be able to do. But artificial super intelligence is some hypothetical form, because that's not into the picture yet, and that surpasses humans' ability in every aspects. Like we know that in using artificial intelligence, or basically AI, we can do some repetitive kind of task, right? Like what we can say, like data entry, data typing, scraping data from websites. So these are hard skills, right? But AI cannot show creativity, right? AI can be good with problem solving, but creativity or emotions or this type of decision making, like as we humans make decision, right? AI cannot do that. So that's what artificial super intelligence means. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So,
Okay, sir.
So, excuse me, sir.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
yeah. You guys don't have to confirm. If it's fine, then fine. Yeah, Sarah.
Okay.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah, just raise your hand, Dinesh, one by one. Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Sarah, say, can you down?
Yes, sir. Sir, then what would be an example of artificial superintelligence?
Artificial superintelligence maybe like AI machines having
Yes, sir. In
creativity
fact,
that as of human, right? Like AI is artificial intelligence are not creative at all. Like if we give them task, and even today, let's say you can say that AI can create creative presentations, but that's what something it is learning from the context, right? It is a step towards taking artificial superintelligence, right? Because the things that AI is creating is not yet there. It had been trained on some past data points or some past presentations, and it is creating something new. So it is moving in such a situation that every time you give some task, it is able to do as per human is able to, without any intervention, using creativity and everything or emotions that an actual human have. Okay.
So, sir, chatbots like ChatGPT do not count as artificial
No, never,
superintelligence.
never. They are just basically trained on some, let's say, lakhs and thousands of millions of data points, articles, and all. And based on the prompt we give, and based on the training that they had, they try to create the context, and based on that, they try to predict some next words. And let's say I have given some context, for example, who is the Prime Minister of India, for example. I have given him the prompt. So it has been
Yeah.
trained on the data already that Narendra Modi is the Prime Minister of India. It had been already trained there, right? So now once I give him the question, it will like try to first figure out the context. Okay. So after figuring out the context, it will
Yes.
create one by one output. So the first output should be the. After that, it will create the first output, that is second output is prime. Then third output is minister. So similarly, one by one, it will entirely complete the sentence that the Prime Minister of India is Narendra Modi. Okay, so the things are happening at a real time, but not at once go one after one. Once the prime is printed after the, then it will see which word to print, that is minister, or there will be some other word. So which word will have the highest probability, only that word will get printed. The Prime Minister, like this. Okay. So this is what
Yes.
chatbots are.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Okay, Sharan.
So ChatGPT comes under general artificial intelligence, sir.
You can say that this comes under general artificial intelligence. These are just basic chatbots that are trained on like a huge amount of data.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
So I
Ajay.
have a doubt that we can use AI with the help of Gemini AIs or ChatGPT or Perplexity, where we can use artificial super intelligence.
So artificial super intelligence is nothing but, like, for example, today humans have created some robot.
Sir.
Yeah, wait. So today humans have created some robot. Okay, so the task of robot is to do maybe cleaning dishes, for example. So it is programmed in such a way that every time it have to, like, its purpose is to we have some dirty dishes, it will take it, and then it will clean dishes. Now what more we can add into that robot such that it behave entirely like a human? For example, creativity. Let's say I am asking that robot, hey, go and draw a deer in this white canvas. Will it be able to do it? So that's what means artificial super intelligence is, like creating system that are much more beyond capable.
Hello, sir. Sir, it's mean robot. Sir, I have a question about how AI works on the given information, because how are AI given the fed information? That's my question.
Yeah, so that's actually come under natural language processing. So whenever we give some prompt to AI, right? Prompt, that is our input to AI.
Yes.
This thing, as I told, it will try to figure out the context. Okay, so I will give some this one, let's say, welcome to session. So this thing, as if this welcome to session is first converted into the vector, and this vector is passed into the neural network, right? As we have shown via the input layer, right? Neural network. After passing into the neural network, it will try to create the embeddings. I think I shouldn't go into the technical.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so after it have created embeddings, it will try to search, like, embeddings are nothing but you can think as if some vectors in some higher dimensions. Okay, So it will try to look like in this higher dimension, which like this word is coming closer to which context. So this is what I mean with context setting. Right. So maybe the context can be something like welcome to the session. So this context can be something like academic, right? This is in academic context, correct? So
Yeah.
once this vector is getting closer to the academic context, now it will try to predict like what I should give output to the user. So let's say my prompt is directly this: welcome to the session. If I write something like this to ChatGPT, so it will give me something like thank you for the session or something like this, right? Just on basic sense. So once it have decided the context, now it will try. Now here they will use probability. So what's the first thing that the AI will try to give? So thank you.
Another question I have. Hello. Another question
Yeah,
I
just a
have
second.
is how
Let me
AI
complete.
is learns from images. How does it see
Yeah.
images and creates its own?
Yeah, let me first continue. Okay, so once it has printed thank, okay, now the next word is learn for AI, right? What it should print. So it will like test according to multiple words. So the highest probability will be maybe with the word you. Okay, so that then it will print the you. Okay, then you will try to think what should be the next word. Like what should I predict the next word? I think it will type in the context, and whichever have the highest probability it will print it slowly. Slowly, the entire thing will be printed. Is this clear?
Excuse me,
Yes,
Excuse
sir.
me, sir.
actually,
Sir, I have a question.
Yeah.
Sir, why do we call ChatGPT and chatbots like that and AI when you just right now said that they just give information based on the required data that is already there?
But they will try to
They are
personalize
accessing
according to
data.
our
Like,
prompt.
why do we call them AI like that kind of thing?
See, because they
They're
are
just
taking.
accessing the data.
No, they are not accessing data. If I search something on Google, it is something that is already there. Like, right, the maybe article is already written there, so it is directly giving the article. But whenever
Yeah.
I go and prompt to some AI system such as ChatGPT or AI chatbot, it have context. It doesn't always give all of us same output. It give us output based upon our prompt and the context that it has. So the output produced by AI is actually original. It doesn't exist anywhere. Or maybe ChatGPT, the output produced by ChatGPT doesn't exist anywhere. It is being just that trained on the data, and based on my
Yeah.
prompt, it will try to give me the desired output. So it is very much personalized based on my prompt. So the content doesn't exist. It creates based on the context and the prompt that I provide.
So I that's what my point is right now. Just you said that it is working on the data that is already there and providing its own context on original research work, whatever it is, we are
Yeah.
searching on that. But why is it called an artificial intelligence when it is only just making the things that are just making the things from the things that are already there? Like
So
it's having the intelligence, but not really what we think of it as, like the human, like the
but
AGI.
you see, for example, the self-driving cars, right? They are also part of deep learning. Okay,
Yeah.
that is computer vision. So on real time, what we are actually doing? Like I want to go from point A to B. Okay, and I have put my car on self-driving mode. Okay, so it is scanning every second. It is scanning the road in front of me, right? Every second it is scanning the road, and based on that it is taking decision whether I need to move forward, I need to go left, I need to go right, based on the road that I have and the view that I have in the front. Let's say some car is coming towards me exactly straight, so at that point by scanning it should stop there, right? So we as a human are not programming it then and there. We have already trained it that if some car is coming, then what you should be doing. If some car is not there, then you should be doing. So we have not programmed it specifically for that point of time, correct? It is taking its own decision based on the data that it is observing at that real time. Are you getting my point?
Yes, sir.
So that's why it is called artificial intelligence, because at that point of time it is using its own intelligence that are not reprogrammed by like we're not programming that at that specific point of time, but based on the previous training and based on the context that it is creating its own intelligence and stopping the car if some car is coming from forward towards me.
So basically, you're trying to say that they're doing some real-time job.
Yeah, so real time we have mostly, for example, we have most of the application is real time of AI, because where
Okay.
this AI is being used in banks, it is used in this textual data. This textual data, if I go and write something in ChatGPT now, some prompt I given, so the output that it will provide, it is real time output, correct?
Yes, sir. So that's why it is called an AI.
Yeah, because the
Okay.
intelligence that it is giving is actually artificial, and the articles that we are writing, it's human intelligence, right? If I go something and go to Google and search for any article, so the article that I will get, it is human intelligence article. Out of
Yes.
human intelligence, we have written the article. That's it. That's fixed. We cannot change that. But whenever some AI system is giving me outputs, it is based on the context it have and the prompt we have. It will try to personalize according to its art, intelligence.
Okay. Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah.
Excuse me, sir.
Okay. One by one. Okay. Ajay. Next is Ajay
Sir,
again.
in the first week, there was a bunch of videos, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, in one of the videos, we were given an example of weight and height example, as in the weight was in the y-axis and the height was in the x-axis. And then we were given a question. They told that, the sir told that they will be discussing that in the live section.
Okay. Yeah. Today we'll see that. I have already slides prepared for that. So we'll see that. Okay. So let's try to resolve the doubts quickly. Ajay, and then next is Arohi.
Excuse me, sir. I have
So
a
my
doubt.
doubt is clear, sir. Thank you so
Yeah.
much.
Okay. Yeah. One by one. Yeah. Maithriyan.
Sir, it's like the AI agents, which is like automating the workflows, will it come under AGI or ASI?
That will come under ASI most probably, because like workflows, we can sometime it will happen, right? We can encounter some unfavorable situation that are not explicitly programmed. At that point, how should our agent should react? But having like one thing is like the day that artificial intelligence achieves AGI, sorry, ASI, artificial super intelligence, that day will be the end of humanity. So that's quite far, and like these things are not just such a black and white that either AI will be ASI or it will not be. These things actually lie in the some gray zone. Okay, so like I cannot say that it is very much possible that like if this happens, then robot will rule over us. It's 100% for sure, and we cannot beat them. Okay, so having this
So,
super
sir,
intelligence is not so possible.
ASI is hypothetically or theoretically possible, right?
Theoretically possible, correct, but practically that's like even if someday it's possible, practically that's the end of humanity for sure.
So
Okay,
what is the full form of ASI? Can you repeat once?
artificial super intelligence, like that's the kind of intelligence beyond human mind,
Excuse me,
beyond
sir.
what human can think of.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah,
Okay.
Sir, then ASI can be a threat to humankind.
it's 100% a threat to humankind. That's why we have some specialized fields such as AI ethics, AI fairness. These things, this part is used to deal with this, like, or to mitigate with the risk that come with building these AI systems. Okay. Even in this course also, I guess, if I'm not wrong, we have AI fairness, something we are dealing. Yeah, responsible AI/ML explainability, responsible AI/ML fairness, responsible AI/ML privacy. So these things are actually there in this course also. We should
Okay,
not
sir. Thank you.
misuse or abuse the usage of AI. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Yeah. Next is Karishma.
Yes, sir. I was saying that can we say that the first human robot in that has been created is a ASI?
No, robots are nothing. But you see, like today, if I create a structure of a robot and program it to wash dishes, that's it. That's called robot. So there is nothing ASI, or these are just basic artificial intelligence. So I am prompting the robot, hey, wash the dishes or clothes, and it have been programmed in such a way that it will see that dirty clothes are there in front of him. It will take the washing powder. It will use this water and then dip those cloths and then wash it. So these are something that can be programmed.
No,
Okay.
sir. Like,
Sorry to interrupt, sir.
one has created a robot that that is like speaks like a human, sir.
So are you telling the case in the school of Bihar, someone have created that robot, that one?
No, sir. I think in the world level, I guess.
I am not sure about that. So yeah, so artificial superintelligence is not that simple thing. You think something like anything beyond human capabilities, that some robot is nothing but it's the structure of something, right? The physical structure. For example, this a chatbot like ChatGPT. Can we say that ChatGPT is a robot? No, right? It is also a AI, kind of AI, right? What it is
Yes.
dealing with: textual data, video data, image data, correct? This is
Yes,
also
sir.
artificial intelligence. It is creating something that doesn't exist based on the context and the prompts.
Like deep learning.
So deep learning is the underlying algorithm, how it is used to train this model. So deep learning is different thing and AI is different thing. Like not so different that you cannot say that orange and apple. Both of them are fruit, but they're different. So deep learning and AI, you cannot say that like they are completely different. But deep learning is the like how we train this model. What's the process? These processes are called deep learning, and there are multiple algorithms that together is known as deep learning. Okay. So for example, for training some image model, we use CNN architecture, convolutional neural network. For training this chat GPT thing, right? This textual data that it is dealing with, right? If I write some prompt, it is giving me output. It is called transformer models, and these transformers are trained using LSTMs, GRUs, and RNN. RNN stands for recurrent neural networks. So in recurrence, what happens, right? If I provide something as the input, for example, demo of image classification. So let's say this is the focus, like this word is my this word is of my focus word. Okay, so now in recurrent, what happens, this previous word and this next words are also of importance. Now let's say I provide a big article of 200 words. So now which word should my model should focus upon, right? So to deal with those problems, these recurrent neural networks are used. Even in ChatGPT, I give so big prompts. So which words on the prompt that my transformer should be focusing upon? That's where this recurrent neural networks are used. And this LSTM, that is long short-term memory, and GRU, that is gated recurrent unit. These are some types of recurrent neural networks that helps me deal with losing the attention from this word. For example, on this demo of image classification, if I read that, I can, as a human, I can say that the important word is image classification here, correct?
Yeah.
So this is my attention word. Okay. So this is the attention. Around this, my output should be produced around this word only, right? So to deal with this, I use deep learning algorithms to train my model. And these deep learning algorithms are RNN, CNN, LSTM, GRU, transformer, ANN. Okay. Is this clear what is difference between AI and deep learning?
I understood deep learning, but not AI, sir.
So AI is a very broader term, like artificial intelligence. AI means creating something that doesn't exist, but it is not created out of the world. Like out of like you cannot say that I have created this. It is creating based on the context and based on the prompt. So my models, these models are already trained. So this ChatGPT is a model, right? ChatGPT is a model that is already trained on my previous data set. All the articles available on internet, all the videos available on internet, all the images available on internet. Think as if ChatGPT is a model trained on that. And now if I provide some prompt, it will try to create the output based on this. So the output that it is producing, it is not present on the internet. It's 100% original output. Original in the sense AI generated output 100%, but it doesn't exist. So how is it producing this? Based on the context that it has and the input prompt that I am providing, based on that it is producing the output. Okay, so this is artificial intelligence. So inside artificial intelligence, there are different things such as deep learning and machine learning. So whenever we deal with structured tabular data, we use machine learning. Inside machine learning, we have multiple algorithms. Inside deep learning, whenever we deal with unstructured or image or speech data, we use deep learning. And inside deep learning, we have multiple algorithms such as RNN, CNN, ANN, LSTM, GRU, transformer to train those models. Okay.
Not the original output, like original wordings or sentences.
Even if I
Need
see what
the
the
image.
Google is actually telling, what do we mean by artificial intelligence and how it
Sir,
differs.
what are all the other differences between machine learning and deep learning, sir?
Okay, let's see.
So you said that ASI is something which is made something more smarter than the things which are presently there. But
Yeah,
ASI is not yet introduced in this world. Maybe it is gonna be introduced in coming up years.
maybe it is also introduced. Who knows? Like these tech giants like Meta,
Like in
Google
our
might
books,
be.
it is like that we are in weak AI stage, and the ASI and AGI is stages of AI.
Yeah, so yeah, that's correct. For example, like maybe like there is super intelligence labs at Meta, then Google DeepMind. Who knows? They might be working on these deadly things that might be like that might be upcoming ASI. That is also possible that are being like hidden from the mass of the world as of now. We are not aware about this thing. They might already be existing.
Yes,
Correct.
sir, but we are not in the stage of AGI also. So
Yeah.
how can we work on ASI?
So first of all, we should like build. First of all, we should reach human like level intelligence, that is AGI. Then we should think something regarding the ASI. Right. Even today's
Yes,
systems
sir.
are not at all capable because they are bound to make mistakes. Very like large amount of mistakes they make.
Yes, sir.
Like if you think if everything is being possible with AGI, that is artificial general intelligence or AI, so what there will be no jobs in this world. Correct?
Yes, sir. Actually, we are at the stage of weak AI. So AGI can make things more complicated.
Yeah. So even the like even there is very famous thing like as Elon Musk told, like in the near future there will be no jobs, and that's what you can think that we have reached AGI if there is no jobs. And something to add upon, in the near future when there will be no jobs and there will be no humans, then you can think we have reached ASI.
Sir, actually, we can't say that we don't have any job. Robot to be made, we need an human intelligence to be worked on it. So we can't say that
So
there will
that's
be
what
no jobs.
ASI is, right? Like human intelligence, what I can say, like using human intelligence, we can create something up to some limitation.
Excuse me,
So
sir.
that's what ASI is, right? Like that's beyond human intelligence, that even human is not able to debug or work upon. So that will like multiply very fast exponentially, that human will not also be able to like cope it up, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, actually, this Arun Raj sir told us that we will be discussing about some questions.
Yeah, I have those questions ready. We'll discuss it. Don't worry. Session is up to 6, that but we can like stretch it. There is no issue or no time foundation. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Okay. So someone was asking what was actually a theoretical definition of AI. It's broader field of CS on creating system that can perform tasks requiring human intelligence such as reasoning, decision making, perception, and problem solving. It encompasses various approaches, including rule-based system, knowledge-based system, and data-driven. ML is a subset of AI that enables system to learn from data and improve the performance over without being explicitly programmed for each task. And ML relies on statistical algorithms. So this PCA, KNN are actually
Excuse me, sir.
Madam, இப்போ மீனை பார்த்துட்டோம்.
Sir, I have a doubt about.
நீ phone எடுப்பல்ல?
Yeah. Yeah, what's your doubt?
Hello.
Yeah, what's your doubt? Hello.
Hello, sir. I have a doubt. ChatGPT and growth. The A in the X. Elon Musk.
Those who are not speaking, can you please mute yourself? Those who are not speaking.
இங்கனா உட்காந்துக்கோ.
ஃபேனை பூட்டி வைக்கணும்.
மீனா ஓகேவா குட்டி வச்சு உனக்கு?
Hello.
மழையில் நனைஞ்சிட்டு இருந்தது சும்மா இல்லை.
Okay. Yeah.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, who was speaking? Yeah, Google, I guess.
ChatGPT and growth. The both bars are different answers sometimes.
Yeah, because as I told, that depend upon how you are prompting. If you change your
Yes,
prompt, it will change its answer.
yes, like the ChatGPT is friendly and growth is totally different. Like the solution are sometimes not useful.
So
Like
that's
growth was playing with us.
yeah, so that's what, right? So we cannot say that ChatGPT is also perfect. Like whatever prompt we are giving, it is also being training continuously in real time based on our prompts, right? So the training is continually happening, right? So it is bound to make mistake, then it will learn, then again next time it will try to produce output, then again it is bound to make mistakes until and unless it reaches perfection.
And also, sir, it will uses our prompts like for data.
Yeah, so this data is nothing but it will be used for training. That's the thing I told, right?
So even the data that we are using as prompt is also used for training.
Man, seriously, everything is used for training. The people that uses Gemini for creating AI generated images, right? Let's say you are opening, that's very trendy thing in today's Instagram world, correct? People are uploading their images into Gemini and asking it to create into, let's say, some art or something. Your data is also being used for training by the Google or OpenAI. Your image is also being used as a training data.
Sir,
Yeah.
sir, you are sending the graded assignment, you know.
Yeah, so I'm not sure about the deadline. Is it release or something like that?
Sir,
So
it's
the question
19th.
will differ. The question will differ from various people, or the same question will give for everybody, sir.
It will be different. Some subset of question will be there.
Submission date is 19th, sir.
Submission date is 19. I think I haven't got the SS yet. Let me check. No, they haven't provided me SS yet, so I cannot tell about the, yeah.
நான் சொல்லிட்டு இருந்தேன் அப்புறம் டவுட் இருந்தா கேளுங்கன்னாங்க.
Okay, so inside that one, week 1 we have graded assignment 1, right? And the graded assignment 1 are contents of week 1 and week 2, correct? Okay, I cannot open that now. I guess the questions are already answered because it is previous terms like that. So this time I'm not sure. I guess the question is different for all of you because that's some subset of questions are made and then it is randomized to different students based on their role.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, how to answer the in-video questions, sir? In
Which
phone as well as laptop.
Which questions?
In-video questions, sir.
Yeah, so in video questions, if you listen to the lectures carefully, you will see whatever the prof is teaching, based on that the question is coming. So it's very easy. If you are listening to lecture carefully, the questions will be easily able to answer. Okay. Okay, so 5 more people, then we'll go to the questions that we have to discuss today. Just quickly we'll wrap up. Karishma Bakshi, do you have any doubts? Your hand is raised.
Doing my doubts, that what is the difference between artificial intelligence and difference learning, that one.
Yes, that one, no, you are, sir. Okay, so AI refers to some, you can think as if AI is a broader tool, like AI, inside AI, many things comes, right? This DL, ML, and other, this, what we can say in today's world.
So there is a long-lasting value for AI.
Sorry, there is some
Long-lasting value for AI, sir.
what value? Sorry, I'm not getting it.
So no, sir. I'm asking that there is a value for AI.
Value for AI.
What's the question?
Sorry, sir.
I think
Actually, you
he
can
will ask me the
type
scope
it
of
out.
that.
I'm not able to hear clearly. Okay. Okay, so you can think like AI refers to some broader field of like as it is saying, but whenever you deep diver, you guys will understand that although it is saying that computer science focused, but AI is much more focused on mathematics and statistics more than computer science. I will say like in if I divide this field of artificial intelligence, almost 60 to 70% is maths and AI, sorry, maths and statistics, and remaining 30% is your computer science. Okay, you need both the like you need to be knowing the good of both the fields, maths, stats, and computer science to be a good data scientist or AI engineer. Okay, so you can think like AI as if an umbrella term. Inside that we have ML and DL. ML deals with structured data, and DL deals with unstructured data. So inside artificial intelligence, this artificial super intelligence, artificial general intelligence, machine learning, reinforcement learning, deep learning, everything comes. Okay, and in simpler word, if I can tell what artificial intelligence is, means creating something new that doesn't exist based on the prompts and the context. It can be image, it can be video, it can be text, it can be article, it can be anything, it can be a voice data, anything. Okay.
So, sir, the deep learning is a unstructured data, and AI
That's
is
not
come.
necessary. Deep learning is not always unstructured data. Deep learning means like beyond structured data. Okay, think as if beyond structured. For example, images, videos. Okay, so it is very difficult to train video models using machine learning. For that, we need deep learning. Okay.
AI is a mix of it. Okay, sir.
And deep learning things are actually this machine learning, deep learning, as I told, they seem very good on high level, but internally they are nothing but your pure mathematics, statistics, and linear algebra. So the part where I was there, it's the base, calculus and optimize. Someone's mic is on, I guess. Can all of you please mute those who are not using your thing? I want to ask something. I guess I need to mute all of you. Just give me a minute.
അതാവുമ്പോ சொன்னேன்ல
I think all of you guys are mute. If you want to ask anything, just raise your hand and you can ask. Okay. Yes, so many hand raised. Just wait because I have discussed so many things. I need to discuss the questions also today, right? Then again, maybe we'll get back to your doubts. Is that fine? Because else the question that we are supposed to discuss in Mentimeter, it will not be done. It's already 6. Okay, so
Okay, sir.
so to provide some higher views, so base is calculus, linear algebra programming, and probably this is built with it, right? Please, those who are not speaking, please mute yourself. Dinesh Kumar, please don't unmute. If you don't want to ask anything, please don't unmute. There is very much noise coming from your side. Dinesh, why are you unmuting yourself every time? Like, if you are mute, I am telling some voice is coming from your side, some noise is coming from your side. If you don't want to ask something, please unmute.
nothing sir.
Hey, you can stay on mute, and please, if you want to ask something at that point, you can unmute and ask, and then please mute. Okay.
Sir, network.
Okay. So these are if we want to build a building. So this is my
Sir,
base. Calculus, linear algebra, programming, and probability and statistics is my base. Then comes machine learning. Okay, so machine, or maybe I should say AI, artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence. Inside artificial intelligence, I have machine learning, deep learning. Now, inside machine learning,
Teacher madam இருப்பாங்கல்ல.
Inside machine learning, I have supervised learning.
தெரியுமா? இப்ப கூட மாசமா இருந்தாங்கல்ல.
Yourself, please mute yourself.
மாசமா இருந்தாங்க.
Awesome.
அவங்க கொல்ல
Please don't unmute. If you don't want to ask something, please don't unmute. Else, if this continues, next class onward, I have to mute everyone. Then it will be issue for all of you guys. You every time you have to ping me to unmute if you want to ask something. So it will be better just stay muted if you don't want to ask something.
Sir, I network issue. Please, to my.
நாங்க பக்கத்துல தான் வந்தாங்க.
I think I should mute everyone. I should mute everyone else. I will not be able to conduct this session. It will be very difficult for me.
அதுல மேடம் இதாச்சு குட்டி புள்ளியால இருக்கும்
கொஞ்சம் வளர்ந்துட்டா.
Okay, so I have muted everyone.
அவங்க ஏன் தெரியல.
நானே பையன்
ஆமா இல்ல.
Yeah, I think all of you are on mute now. If anyone wants to ask something, just raise your hand. I'll like after discussing some points, I'll again get back to all of you. Don't worry, I'll get back to your doubts. Okay, just keep your hands raised. I'll discuss some question and then I'll get it. Okay, so you can use this chat for some basic interaction. For example, is this screen visible, right? This Google Docs is visible to all of you, right? Okay, yeah, I think that's fine. It's visible too. Okay, so in machine learning, it's come supervised learning, unsupervised learning. Now, I would say don't worry what each of this is, because in week 3, we'll see what supervised learning, unsupervised learning, and sequential learning is. Okay, and then comes deep learning. In deep learning, we have ANN. ANN stands for artificial neural network. So this is used to deal with some simple problem, like them like very simpler problems. Okay, then CNN, convolutional neural network. So simpler problems in ANN, such as like classification. Let's say we have some text, we want to classify whether this text is giving me some positive sense or negative sense. Let's say someone is telling you are a bad boy, for example, okay, or you are a bad person. Now, is this a positive sentence or negative sentence? So some basic classification, right? Here the length of text is also small, so we don't need RNN. You are a bad guy, so only 4 words. So length is also small, we don't need RNN. So these basic things we use ANN, artificial neural network. Some image related or video related data, we use CNN, convolutional neural network, right? Then comes your RNN, recurrent neural network. Then comes LSTM, GRUs. Then come transformers. So these are just to give you overview, not important. So first we'll build the base of our building, like in degree. If you are going forward, then let's say some of you are in 11, some of you are in 12, and you want to go forward, make a career in the field of artificial intelligence and data science. So I'll say from now onwards only you should start focusing on this thing, because they are part of your school level syllabus, that is probability and statistics and linear algebra and calculus. Those who have maths in 11, 12, for you guys, these are already being taught in school, right? Probability and statistics and calculus is taught in school, and some part of vector and matrices is also taught in school. You should focus on these things. And Python, you can focus once you are done with these things, you are done with your class 11 and 12. After that, you can focus on this programming aspect of things. Then you will come to your graduation phase, right? Your degree. From there onwards, again, you will read these types of things, because for any degree, this maths is basic. If you are doing degree in if you are doing graduation in machine learning, AI or something, again, they will taught you these things in the college: calculus, optimization, linear algebra, programming, probability. So if you have good grasp on these topics, at least probability, calculus, and vector and matrices from the school level, then at that point of time, these things will be very easy for you, because at that time it will be revision for you guys. Okay. And then these new topics will come, that is machine learning, deep learning. And inside machine learning, everything is categorized into these 3 broad parts. Inside deep learning, everything is categorized into these 5 broad parts. Now in this course, from week 1 to week 8, we will only see the intuition, no maths involved, like some basic, very basic maths and intuition, what this means. So the scope of our this entire course will be this thing only. Okay. This topic. The scope of our entire this A to X course is these topics. Okay. And this I have just given you some basic information. If you want to look forward to them, well and good. We'll just see some part of neural network also, just very basic little part. We'll not specify what kind of neural network are you using. Like CNN and RNN is very far thing. It's even if you are in your graduation, you learn these things after maybe 2nd year only. So they are very advanced topics, not so important. Even in this course also, we'll see some basic parts of neural network. That's it. And then these 3 topics. Is this fine with everyone? Is it clear, everyone? How you can create AI? Today is the first session, man. You will need at least like some 4 to 5 years of 4 years of graduation, and then some PhD level of study to know the basic maths, and then you will be able to create some good level AI, or you can also join labs like Meta, Google, and OpenAI to create AI. So that's a good ambitious thing, but we should be going slowly, right? It requires time, like at least 5, 6, 7 years of hard mathematical computational study to go to that level to build your own AI. And not only study is enough, it needs huge amount of fund to get GPUs to train your AI models. It's like crores of rupees in funding. Okay, so yeah, that's good. Ambition is good. That's fine. I'm not like mocking you. That's very good. But slowly you should build up towards that direction. Okay. Okay. So now moving forward to the Mentimeter. Okay. Why was that? Yeah. So Mentimeter, so many people joined 131. So those who haven't joined, just scan this. Scan this or use the code 27893067. I think I can unmute you. Just don't create unnecessarily ruckus in the session, okay? I'm unmuting. Okay. Let's get it. Okay, you don't have to say yes, no. Just if you have joined, those who haven't joined, just join. Those who have joined, just wait. For 2 minutes, we'll start with the quizzes. Just go to www.menti.com and enter this code 27893067, or you use the QR code to scan and join. If you guys have joined, just write in the chat section, yes, we have joined. Just don't need to unmute yourself and say that okay, sir, or anything. If 2-3 people are saying yes, they have joined, then we can, I think most of the people are able to join. Yeah, fine.
So what is this QR scanner, sir?
What is?
The scanner?
Yeah, you can go to this website and scan and join. You can go to this website and join using this code, or you can directly scan this scanner and then you will directly be redirected to that website.
Okay, sir.
So what's the overview? Data collection, data handling using Google Sheets, data visualization, and patterns in data. So before going forward, that is machine learning and artificial intelligence, we need data, because machine learning machine learning and deep learning are what I call, they are some algorithms, right? Algorithms to train our AI models, right? So to train our AI models, we need algorithm, and this algorithm will be trained upon data. So from where we should be getting the data from? Correct? We should collect our data. Okay, and after collecting the data, we should handle those data. In this course, we will use Google Sheets for handling them, and then we should be able to visualize the data. And then only once our data is cleaned and we have handled our data, okay, then we will be able to pass it to ML algorithms, DL algorithm, that is machine learning algorithm, and those algorithms will find patterns in data for us. Fine. Let's move forward. So first step is data collection. Let's say you want to start a firm tomorrow that will sell houses. Okay, that is, let's say in your locality there are hundreds of apartments are empty, and or let's say you are shifting to Mumbai. Okay, let's stick to what is given in the screen. Let's say you are shifting to Mumbai with your family, and you need to rent a house. You search for different houses. Okay, so at the end there will be some companies in that locality. There, right? So they have all the data in that locality. Let's say you are going to Mumbai, what I can say, India Gate, maybe. Some company will be there, right? They will have the data of all the houses present at that locality, correct? They will have all the data of that houses. That is, what's the number of, how many rooms are there, what's the area in square foot, what's the price of the, what's the rent of the house, something like that. Okay, so that's what called housing data. That's the problem we are dealing is housing data. Now, what information would you, if you start a company, would you collect, if you like start your, I don't know why it is something like that. Are you guys able to answer there?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Just give me a second. Let me. Okay, so now let's say you are going and searching in a house in that area. So which information would you like to collect of each of the house? You can just go and answer there. Just you have maybe 1 minute more, you can answer.
Rent.
Yeah, you can just answer in that Mentimeter, okay? House number, rent, facilities, income, family income, okay? Street, cost of property, features, address, land price, area, square meters, condition, amenities, how many rooms, right, neighborhood. Okay, we'll find Ishwarya here. What you guys are doing, man? Seriously, write something better. Okay, I think it's that like majority of the people will look for rent, price, house model, facilities, how many house number, like this. Okay, locality, cost. Okay, let's move forward. Okay, so that's data collection. So you see, we'll have row wise data and columns as rows as data points and columns as the features. Okay, so what I mean by column, this is my column. One column. Remember in the beginning of the session I show you column vector. So this column can be converted to vector, right?
Yes,
Vector
sir.
of a number, right? And these are called my features. For a machine learning model, this is called a feature. So my first feature is what? My first feature is number of room. My second feature is
So,
size square kilometer.
so there's some other audio.
And I told you already, you guys just don't like from whose mic is Dinesh. Dinesh again. Dinesh, please mute yourself, man. Please mute yourself.
So, sir, what about the tabular?
Okay. So in this tabular data set that will handle. Dinesh, am I audible to you?
So you explain the tabular deceptor.
Yeah, I will explain. Please just write in the chat because from your mic when the noise is coming and everyone is getting disturbed.
Sir, I network issue. Please
So you
read
can,
and explain.
yeah, you can keep yourself mute and then ask in the chat section, right? You can just type out your. Please mute yourself. Just close your mic, please.
Yes, sir.
So this is a tabular data structure. Okay, so each of the column is a picture for our. Each of the column is feature for our data set. Okay, you see, room is a feature, size is a feature, distance to school is a feature, independence house is a feature, house rent is a feature. Yeah, and then each one of is my data point. Each one of is my data point. This is a one data point. What does this data point means this particular thing is corresponding to one house only, correct? So if I look into this vector, this is my raw vector, correct? This is a raw vector and this raw vector has 3, 3500, 1.5, yes, and 70,000. So this 3 corresponding to number of rooms, size corresponding to what's the area in square kilometer, square meter, what's the anything, I am not sure what's the house unit, it may be square meter if I'm not wrong. Then what's the distance to school, it should be in kilometer, correct? So 1.5 kilometer. Is that an independent house? What is independent house? Maybe the does the owner of the house lives in that building or not, something like that. And house rent. So the main important part is all of you clear, right? What is row vector and what is column vector? So each row vector is my each house, right? This is row vector 1, this is my one house, this is row vector 2, this is my another house. So similarly for all the house, I will have that many row vectors. And each column vector is my features. So this is my column vector. This corresponds to feature called rooms. This is my column vector correspond to feature size. Is this clear with you all?
Yes.
Okay, let's move forward. So how do we collect data? So we collect data using form. Okay, so fill this Google form. You can don't need to fill this form. It was created by someone. Just you can skip that. So you can just create a Google form and then collect data using that form. Let's say if you want to collect your friends' marks in all the 5 subjects, for example. Okay, you want to collect your friends' marks in all 5 subjects, and let's say you have 10 friends. So what will you do? You'll go to forms.google.com and you will create a form and you will collect their name, their phone number, and their marks in English, mathematics, science and statistics and programming. Let's say these 5 subjects. So you can just create this form and circulate to your friends, right? And that's how we collect data. Is this clear? Even in today's world, we just don't use form. We just go to Google or some website and we scrape data.
Time is going.
Sorry. Sorry, anyone telling anything? Okay. So that's how we collect data, right? Then comes what we have learned is like tabular data set, data points, features, and forms for data collection. I hope it is clear with all of you.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Move
Yes,
forward.
sir.
Okay. So data handling using
Yes,
Google
sir.
Sheets. Yeah, fine. Data handling using Google Sheets. Now they have given us practice sheet. We'll use this sheet for rest of the session. Okay, let's see what this sheet has. I don't know. Okay. So this is the sheet. Yeah, even I don't have access to that. What I can do is file, make a copy. All of you just can go and make a copy of this sheet if you want to use it, because this sheet you will not be able to access, right? This is only view only. And I'll ask not to like ask a request or anything for getting you. Just go to file and create a copy if you want to make a copy. If you want to work with this sheet, okay, you see, you'll get a copy. Now let's go back and see what the question is asking. Okay, so this sheet, what's the average distance to school? So how will you calculate average distance? Tell me. Just go to that sheet, select that column, like I am giving hints, select that column and use average function to find the average of this column.
So, how do we go to this sheet? We can't browse through the slides. Only the slide you show will come on our screen.
Okay, even for me also. Okay, I'm just minimizing that and let's say.
So there's also one more problem.
Yeah, what is the problem?
When I click the link, I'm not able to go directly to the Google Docs.
Yeah,
This thing, yeah.
see,
Can you send this link in the chat?
Habits showing some options.
You see, I have shared it in the chat.
Thank you, sir.
Go and create a copy. Okay, you will not be able to do anything in that. Just go and create a copy. So what is the average distance? So this is my features, right? Distance to school. What I'll do, just do average function of what? This column, like from here to here. Okay, and then enter. What it is saying? There is no function as average, so it should be average complete. Okay, no shortcut is there. It should be complete average. What is the answer? 3.345, right? Do we have?
Yes.
We don't have anything like that. Let's change the option. Can I change options? Here's that sheet only, right? See, distance to school 3.345.
So could you just explain that function again?
Yeah, that's nothing. Okay, just let me change. I think 3.345.
Something's wrong with the answer.
So all of you are getting 3.345, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So I guess it was those the one who have created the sheet have done wrong. So this function is nothing but you see how many points we have. 11 data points, right? 11 data points we have. Can you see that? And our
search visible.
36.8, correct?
Yeah, not only just 11.
Yeah, so the total 11 data points are there, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
So in mine, they are showing more than 11.
How many are there?
So there are total 10 pages.
Yeah, pages are there, but okay. There is one more thing. Okay, so I guess they have used this one.
So there are about 116.
Oh, so they have used this. Total, there are so many data points, right? Weight versus height, housing data, housing, small data. So I guess they have used this one. So 4.22. So that was correct, seems. Okay. 4.22. Okay. So is it clear now, all of you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
They have used this data set, not this one. So according to this, the answer is correct. Okay, so the thing is, how many data points are there, as I was telling? Let me look into it. So you see, there are 301, right? 301 data points are there, and every sum is 1272. So if I do 1272 divided by 300.
So I'm unable to make a copy of the sheet.
You are unable to make it?
I'm unable to make a copy of the sheet. It is showing me that
Just go to file and make a copy.
I did, sir, but it's showing me please check the address and try again. Unable to open the file.
Can you just do one thing, like the link that I have shared in the chat? Can you go to that one?
I did. That's the link I used. I used the link and I went to file and I put make a copy, and this is what I'm getting.
I'm sharing that. Maybe I'll sharing this, the file that I am using. So just try this one. Okay, and make a copy, because that here you can edit. Please don't edit it, because I am using the sheet, right? So just make a copy. Okay, so the thing is that so here you can see, right, our sum was 1272 and divided by 301 data points are there, right? So you can see that's what our average function is doing. Nothing but sum of all the observation divided by number of all the observation. That is mean, right? Fine with all of you?
Yes.
Okay, so
Yes,
that's what average is doing. Okay, now move to the next question. I guess it is clear for all, right?
Yes.
Okay. Median house rent. What's the median house price?
So 10,000.
What's the house rent's median? Okay, just when I don't know. Oh, this is the house rent, and let's see what the median. For that, I'll use median function. Do we have? Yeah, we have median function. Can you see? And this will find the median of the house rent. So it should be f. This is my f column, right? You see my column is f, right? So it should be f1 colon, sorry, not f1, f2 colon f302. So what I have done is that what I have done is that I have find the median of this column. So can anyone tell me what is median?
So it's the middlemost value.
Yeah, we have all the values. We have 301 values here, right? So first we'll sort it from ascending to descending.
In the
right?
ascending order.
Yeah, ascending to descending will solve, right? Yeah, small to big, ascending order, right? And then we'll find whatever the value is in 151st position, correct? Because 301 values are there, so odd number of values. If it was even number of values, Then in that case, what could we have done? 149 plus 150 divided by 2, right? The values in that position. Is it clear to all of you? Mean, median, mode, basic things.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so the median is also working like this. Since we have odd number of values, so 301 first we'll sort all of them, and then we'll find the median, that is 115th observation, and then it should be 54422. Now just go to Mentimeter and answer. I find with all of you, is it clear? Average and median, how to use them in Google Sheets, clear?
Yes, sir.
Because that's important, you know, you will have some project, right? After week 6, you'll have project. To do that project, you need to know how to use Google Sheets. And these are very basic things in the Google Sheets you need to know. Okay, now you see 54422. Now let's move to the next question. Mode of number of rooms. Can anyone tell me what is mode?
The most repeated.
Yeah, most frequent, you can say.
Okay.
Any number that is repeating many times. So mode of number, these things are easy, right? So we'll just quickly do them because we are already 40 minutes past 6 and our session is supposed to conclude at 6. Okay, so B2 to B301. So what I am doing is I am just using 302, I guess. Yeah, B302. So what I am doing is I am just using cell referencing. So you see, this is a very easy thing. Just observe it carefully. These columns are A, B, C. Right. These are A, B, C, D, and these are 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. So how can I call? What can I call this cell? Like I cannot say 2
That
because
is
there are
B2.
many 2. So I can say this is B2, right? This is B3. This is B4. This is B5, right? Clear? So whatever I am doing is I am selecting from B2 to B302. B2 to B302. And I am finding the mode in this data set, like in this range from 32 to 302. So how am I selecting that? You see,
Sir, I'm not visible to the screen, sir.
is it for all?
No, sir, your screen is
now,
No, sir, it's visible,
No,
sir.
sir.
So
now visible, sir.
okay, so this is the mode
Thank you, sir.
function. You see, I am selecting B2, B301. You see, as I am selecting 301, it's up to this one only, right? Up to this one. If I do 300, it's up to this one only, right? So what I have to do is I have to select up to 302. So that is up to this one. Close the bracket, enter. My mode is 2. Let's get back and see. Yeah, many have answered. Mode is 2. Let's see. Yeah, correct. Fine with everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Distance to school for house with distance to school for house with minimum rent. Distance to school for house with minimum rent. So first, which house has the minimum rent? And then I have to find what's the distance to school for that house. Okay. So
we are not able to submit the answer.
Submit answers where?
Yes.
Just give me a moment. So I was telling, first we have to find the house with the minimum rent, and then we have to look what's the distance of that house from the school. Clear? So let's go. Okay, so the responding is off. You guys are telling you guys are not able to answer. Now you'll be able to answer. So first I have to find what
Sir, so you are not audible, sir.
Sir, I cannot audible.
Sir, ఇంకా సార్
Okay.
Monish, பண்ணி வீடு ஒண்ணு வச்சாங்கோ என்ன கதைன்னு கேட்டாக்கா மட்டை ஒண்ணு வச்சாங்கோ ஜவகர் Hey guys, please mute.
Okay, bro. Adho pas durathila Dholakpur mala.
டோரி மட ரிமாண்ட் பண்ணி வீடு உள்ள வச்சாங்க ஜியானு ஊரு இல்ல போட்டுட்டான சண்டைய ஆப்போசிட்டா இருந்தாரு
Hello. Okay.
Sir, his live session is over, sir.
No, no, actually my internet got disconnected in the hostel area, so I had to reconnect and refresh everything again. So am I audible now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, let's
Yes,
continue.
sir.
I will have left. So this question, right? What's the distance for the house with the minimum rent?
Piyush,
Right.
can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so once they're raising the hand, you can just unmute one by one, okay? Don't change the settings because like someone is shouting, okay?
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So, what's the distance for the house with minimum distance to school for house with minimum rent? So, what we'll do, right? We'll first sort it. First, sort the house. Okay. First, sort the house from minimum, right? So, it should be from shorter to lower. So, that's the minimum rent, right? And what is the distance to school for that house? 3.5. So, what should be my answer? Also, my screen is visible, right? You can use the chat section, I guess. My screen was not visible. Okay. Now is it visible? Okay. So the thing I was telling, let me do the thing again. So just select the entire thing. Go to create filter. Here you see create a filter. Now house with the minimum rent, I will just click on house rent, sort it A to Z. So it will give me the topmost house will be the minimum with the minimum rent, and lowermost house will be the house with minimum rent. Fine, everyone. Now the question is asking what's the distance to school for the house with minimum rent? It's 3.5 kilometers. So if I come back and see, it's 3.5 kilometers. What's the correct answer? Three 3.5 kilometers. Is it fine with everyone? Like, just let me know in the chat. Is my screen visible and Mentimeter, are you all able to access it? Hello, am I audible? Okay. So few more questions. I'll try to quickly wrap up within 7, maybe within 5 more minutes, because it's already we are late, and beyond that we had that network issue. So sorry for the inconvenience. Okay. So what it is saying, section summary, main media mode, we have discussed simple function, we have discussed how to filter data, how to sort data, and how to find data. We have seen, right? How to sort data by creating the filters, right? Let's move forward. So how's the session so far? You can write your comments here. Can we move forward? So section 3 is visualizing data. So histogram to distance, which is which is the most number of houses in histogram of school to distance, which is most number of houses in it. So how can I visualize that? I'll just quickly go over these sections, and you can practice on yourself. So first, I'll select this enter. Let's first remove the filter. I'll remove the filter. Okay, I'll remove the filter. Now I'll go here, select this column, insert chart, and chart. What I'll do is histogram, right? Histogram. Where is histogram? Histogram chart. So in histogram chart, customer histogram. So what you'll see, I have selected the column. Went to insert chart, insert, and after going to insert, I went to chart, and after going there, I have selected histogram chart, and I have customized the scale of the histogram to 1 in this x-axis, right? 0 to 1, then 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4. So what 0 to 1, how many houses are there? Around 34, 30, around 36, 37 houses, right? Then 1 to 2 kilometer, how many houses are there? Around maybe 27, 28. Is this chart readable to you all? What I have drawn? Are you all able to read it? Are you all able to read the chart? Yes, no. Okay. So that's what it means. In this x-axis, it is denoting the kilometer from the house. 0 to 1, 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4. And in the y-axis, it is the count. That means 37 houses out of this 301 houses have distance from house to school lying between 0 to 1. Okay. What my question was asking, which house has the most number of houses in it? That is the longest bar. Okay. Longest bar. So this is the longest bar, I guess. Right? 6 to 7, right? This is the longest bar, correct? Yeah. Even you were seeing also the more you were getting answers here, putting to the longest bar. Okay. Okay. What percentage of house have 3 rooms? Enter the nearest integer. So what percentage of house has 3 rooms? Let's go back and check for this one. So number of rooms. You go to insert again, chart. Now to see percentage, what I will do is, I'll plot pie chart. Pie chart would be good representation of my, whoa, wait a second. Histogram of rooms. Okay. Let me go to change and to change the scale. Rooms, insert, chart. Where is pie? So pie chart, hashtag pie chart. creating such issue? I have to customize. Just give me a moment. Let me see. It's not in slideshow. It have created 301. It have created one slides for each, I guess. I don't know why it is creating issue, so I have to solve it using other way. So how I can solve that is like, what I can do, again I will create a filter, and what the question is asking me, how many houses have 3 room, enter the integer. Okay, if I could have found in terms of percentage, that would have been easy. So just unselect all of them and only the 3 is selected, and see how many houses have such 3 room. What's the count? 64. Yeah, it is showing 64 houses have 3 rooms. Do we have 64 in the option? Okay, what percentage of houses have? Okay, so 64 out of 301. So percent, I have to find in percentage. So if I open calculator, so it should be 64 out of 301 into 100. It's 21.26% of houses. The answer should be 21.26%. Let's see. Enter the nearest integer, so 21, right? 21. So what we have learned here is histogram. So it is clear, right? Is this confusing for anyone, or is it clear? I can assume it is clear for all of you, right? Okay, yeah. Moving forward, patterns in data. What would be the y value corresponding to the x value? So if this is my x value, so what would be my y value? So my y value would be somewhere here, right? Correct? So these things, I guess, professor was asking to discuss in the live session. So this is my x value, my y value will be somewhere here, right? Okay, so let's see. Okay, so which scatter plots corresponded to real world data set? So just before answering them, do you always have like perfect data set in real world, or there will be some noise in the real world data set? What do you think? Perfection is not possible, right? We'll have some noise, some outliers, or some things in the data set that are not following some proper trend, right? So our option A seems like the real world data set, right? And yeah, that's the correct one. Okay. What is M? That is the slope. What do you think? If I look carefully, what do you think will be the slope? If y is equal to mx, what is m? If our x is 1, our y is 2. If our x is 2, our y is 4. So to make our y as 2, I should be multiplying mx, right? If my x is 1, then what should be value of my m such that my y is 2? It is clear, right? This line represents y is equal to mx plus c. Sorry, ignore c now. Y is equal to mx and my m is 2, right? Okay. Now cross the axis. Okay. So if y is equal to 3x minus 9, where will the line cross the axis? So how will you find it? Just equate it to 0. If my y is 0, so what should be the value of my x? Where will it cross this? Where this line will cross the x-axis? So it should be 3x minus 9 is equal to 0. So 3x is equal to 9 and x is equal to 9 by 3. So 3. Clear all of you? Just equate this equation to 0. 3x minus 9 is equal to 0. Okay. Click on whatever region of the plot you find interesting. But I think facing network issue. Audible? Hello, hello. Hello, am I audible now?
Yes, it's audible.
Yeah, actually I'm facing severe network issues. So, okay. So, yeah. So I guess it was clear for all of you as of now. Like, no matter whichever part you are selecting, that's noise. Because if something is not noise, it will follow a correct pattern, that is straight line. Anything beyond that will be noise. Okay. So in this section, we have seen pattern in data, straight line, slope, and intercept, trend line. That is, this line is showing upward trend. That's why trend line, and outlier and noise. So the conclusion of today's session is data collection, data handling using Google Sheets, data visualization, and patterns in the data. So how do you find today's session apart from the network issue? You can be honest. Okay. So I think most of you guys have enjoyed and informed, and some of you guys have learned something new. Okay. And those who think I can do better, yeah, from next session I'll try to do more better. Okay. So what is something that you have learned today? Any word or any, in one word, if you want to describe, what will you describe? That's most probably the last slide of the day. After that, we'll conclude. So I think, thank you all for joining the session. I think this was the last slide of the day. Okay. Yeah, we have reached the end of the presentation. So yeah, thanks all for joining the session. Again, we will meet in next Saturday session. We'll discuss some new things there, new topics there. So before that, just watch the those, what I can say, watch those things carefully, those lectures of week 1 and week 2, and try to solve the assignments on your own. Okay, the weight and height we'll discuss maybe in the next session, but don't worry, that's very basic thing. Okay, even I have to go through that weight and height, what actually the professor is asking. And apart from that, just watch the lecture week 1 and 2. That will suffice to solve, and use your, like, just think little bit hard. Don't use any GPT and all to solve the assignment, because at the end of the day, during quizzes or the final exam that you will have, right, is a part of the certification. The question will be very similar to those which are being asked in the assignment. So just do. Okay. So thanks for joining. Yeah, thanks. Yeah. So Thomas sir, are you there?
Yes, Piyush, we can end the session.
Yeah, we can close the recording.
Yeah, sure. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks.